Once upon a time, there was a young woman named Fiza. Fiza was a successful lawyer, but she felt like something was missing in her life. She didn't know what it was, but she had a feeling that there was more to life than just her job. One day, while walking in the park, Fiza decided to sit down and reflect on her life. As she sat there, she closed her eyes and took a deep breath. She tried to clear her mind of all the noise and distractions around her. As she sat there, she began to hear a voice inside her head. It was a quiet voice, but it was clear and distinct. The voice was telling her that she needed to make a change in her life. It was urging her to follow her dreams and to do something that truly fulfilled her. At first, Fiza was hesitant to listen to this voice. She was used to following a set path, and the idea of making a drastic change in her life was scary. But the voice persisted, and Fiza began to realize that it was her intuition speaking to her. She decided to take a chance and follow the voice's guidance. She quit her job and started her own business, something that had always been a dream of hers. It was a risky move, but Fiza felt alive for the first time in years. As she worked on building her business, Fiza learned to listen to her intuition more and more. She discovered that her inner voice was a powerful tool that could help her make important decisions and navigate through difficult situations. Over time, Fiza's business became successful, and she felt fulfilled in a way that she had never felt before. She realized that by listening to her inner voice, she was able to create a life that truly aligned with her values and desires. The moral of the story is that listening to your inner voice can be scary, but it can also lead you to a life of fulfillment and happiness. It's important to take the time to quiet your mind and listen to what your intuition is telling you. Trust yourself, and have the courage to follow your dreams. As Fiza continued to follow her intuition, she realized that her inner voice was not always clear or easy to hear. Sometimes, it was drowned out by the noise of her daily life or by the opinions of others. But Fiza learned to tune out these distractions and to focus on what her intuition was telling her. Fiza also discovered that following her intuition did not mean ignoring logic or reason. Rather, it meant using both her intuition and her rational mind to make the best decisions possible. Fiza learned to trust her gut feelings and to use her critical thinking skills to evaluate her options. By listening to her inner voice and following her intuition, Fiza found that she was able to live a more authentic and fulfilling life. She was able to align her actions with her true purpose and values, and to make decisions that brought her joy and fulfillment. Fiza's journey shows us that listening to our inner voice is a powerful tool that can guide us towards our true purpose in life. It may take time and practice to learn to distinguish our intuition from other thoughts and distractions, but with patience and perseverance, we can learn to trust our inner voice and use it to create the life we truly desire. In the end, the most important lesson that Fiza learned from listening to her inner voice was that it was always guiding her towards her highest good. Even when the path was difficult or uncertain, Fiza trusted that her intuition was leading her towards a life of purpose and fulfillment. And she was grateful for the guidance and direction it provided. As Fiza continued to follow her intuition, she also found that it had a ripple effect on other areas of her life. She began to feel more confident and self-assured in her decisions, which translated into her personal relationships and interactions with others. Fiza's newfound sense of purpose and fulfillment also inspired those around her. Friends and family noticed the positive changes in her life and were inspired to make changes of their own. Fiza became a role model for others who were seeking to live a more authentic and fulfilling life. Furthermore, Fiza discovered that listening to her inner voice helped her to live in the present moment. She no longer felt weighed down by regrets about the past or worries about the future. Instead, she focused on the present and was able to fully enjoy and appreciate each moment. Fiza's journey also taught her the importance of self-care and self-love. By listening to her intuition and following her dreams, she was able to honor her true self and live a life that was true to her. She learned to prioritize her own needs and desires and to treat herself with compassion and kindness. In summary, listening to your inner voice and following your intuition can have a profound impact on your life. It can lead you towards a life of purpose and fulfillment, and inspire those around you. By tuning in to your intuition and trusting yourself, you can make decisions that align with your true values and desires, and create a life that brings you joy and fulfillment.